Hello, beautiful people. How y'all doing? How y'all been? Happy New Year. Happy 2023. It is your girl, Miss Charlotte. And I know some of you are like, hold up. Wait a minute. Like, Miss Honey, where you been? It's been 5 months. I know, and all I can say is I did not mean to take this long. I really did not mean to take this long. So first, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. I appreciate you more than you know. And if this is your first time visiting my platform, thank you and welcome. We talk issues here. I deal with them all, the good, the bad, the ugly, the crazy, the insane, all of them. Because I'm a firm believer that if we do not deal with our issues will deal with us. So in this video, even though I took a break, and I'll just say this, it's better to take a break than to throw in the towel, okay? So I didn't throw in the towel, I just took a break and I needed it. I needed to get back in the gym. If you don't know, some of you know I had gained a lot of weight and I needed to lose it. So I got back into the gym. I'm back into hot yoga. So, you know, in these couple of videos, I might have some really nice clear skin. And that's the secret, hot yoga, because you detox, but that's not this video, okay? So anyway, I was not underneath a rock, so I did see all of this that happened in 2022, and even though I didn't get a chance to talk about it, I'm going to talk about it briefly in this video because I really feel like even though there was way more than 5 issues in 2022, I feel like these 5 issues will provide a greater takeaway for us in 2023 in this new year. I am not a celebrity blogger. I deal with our issues. When I use celebrities, I like to use them as an example for us. I'm all about us, the non-celebrities, the everyday average person that got issues just like everybody else. Okay, so when we get too caught up in celebrity life, I like to bring us back to us and our ish. So if you're looking for celebrity gossip, I am not your girl. But if you're looking to better yourself, to deal with your issues so that you can deal, heal, and win, then I'm your girl. Okay, so let's get right into it. In 2022, there was just a lot of BS. And, I just wanted to say real quick. You like my Wendy Williams inspiration? I like the chair. It's very comfortable. I got me a little sidekick table so I can have me some notes so I can stay, you know, on point with you guys. And I'm going to introduce you to my little friend. We're going to call her Blinders because too many people like to put them on, act real cute and be like, I don't see this ish. I don't see that ish. But baby, I'm going to be asking you to take off the blinders in 2023. Take them off. I don't care how cute they are. Take them off and deal with your ish. Period. That's what we're going to be doing. So this is my little sidekick. I might change them up every now and then just for you to get my point. Take off the blinders. Stop running away from the red flags because we do see them and we try to act like we don't. So we're gonna go there this year, all right? This year, I'm rejuvenated, y'all. Y'all might be like, she shouldn't have took a break because now she really gonna be giving it to us. But I am rejuvenated and I'm really ready for us to deal with our ish. Just so that we can be better. And who don't want to be better? I mean, some people don't want to be better, but we want to be better, right? Okay, that's all we need. So let's get down to this countdown. And this is my 2022 top issues, even though there was more than 5. But I feel like these 5 issues will give us a better takeaway in 2023. So we're going to start with number 5. And if you need any sound effects, let me give you some. Okay, you like those sound effects? All right, whatever. Number 5, we're going to talk about Tasha K and Cardi B. Now with Tasha K, let me just say this. She wanted that bag. We all do. Who don't want a bag, right? But the issue is, how do you go about getting that bag? Now, there's some of us who want the bag and we want to earn it. We want to do it the right way. We want to have a moral compass, okay? There's some of us who want to take that route. And then there's others, baby, they do not care. They want that bag by any means necessary. They will rape, rob, kill, steal, murder, backstab, lie, and bully. And it is what it is. They gonna get that bag regardless. And they're gonna do whatever it takes. And there's just some people who it's like that. And Tasha K was one of them. She wanted that bag and she wanted that fame and she did not care. All right, she lied and bullied Cardi B. And a lot of bloggers do that. And the takeaway from this is, a lot of times we like to take the high road. I'm a firm believer that it is better to take the high road, right? But sometimes when people like Tasha K, and if you don't know the story, you can go to all these celebrity bloggers and they will tell you. One of the celebrity bloggers I want to send you guys to, who got the docs on this situation. Her name is Michelle ATLien Brown. I'm going to leave it in the description, and here's a screenshot so that you know what she's looking like. So I wanted to follow up because I've been gone for 5 months. I wanted to find out if Cardi B was still pushing this, because the takeaway again is the high road. We always like to take the high road, and because Cardi B has more money than Tasha K, she could just easily say, you know what, I won the case, I'm gonna let her off the hook. A lot of us might do that, right? But in 2023, what I'm saying is forget all that, okay? Not everybody deserves the high road technique. Tasha knew what she was doing. She even said that she lied. She admitted to it. She lied, she made up stories, and basically she was bullying Cardi B, thinking that she was just going to get away with it. What I can see is Cardi is still going to keep her bloody shoes on Tasha K's neck. All right? Now, Tasha, you was big, bad, and bold with your lies and being toxic and being cute with it. Pay what you owe. You can't just be out here reckless and then don't think there's any consequences. And so the takeaway again is the high road. Yes, Cardi B could take the high road. All of us take the high road too many times, and we let people who purposely, deliberately do bullshit to us, we let them off the hook. So in 2023, I tell you this: decide who deserves the high road, because some people you can't let off the hook. And I say, don't let Tasha K off the hook. Pay. You was cool and cute with it. Be cool and cute with paying. Get them greens out, get the dollar bills out, do a GoFundMe, do what you need to do, but pay Cardi B. So if you understand what I'm saying, leave it in the comment section. If you don't believe she should, whatever. I really believe, let's stop giving everybody the high road when they don't deserve it. So that was my number 5. Leave it in the comment. Tell me what you think. All right. We're going to get on to number 4. Sound effects. Number 4. Okay, I'll edit that. Tiffany Haddish, Heiress, and Balenciaga. That's number 4. Tiffany Haddish, and I'm going to put Balenciaga in the same category because the category is pedophilia. Pedophiles, okay? We, non-celebrities, yes, we could take our time and judge them and talk about what they did was so bad and what they did was so wrong. And we should cancel Balenciaga for sure. But the takeaway for us in 2023 is our kids. Let's use this as an example of taking care of the pedophile in our lives, okay? That uncle, that inappropriate uncle or that inappropriate aunt. And we all know in our own situation who that is. That's the uncle or the aunt that likes to touch booties, touch boobs, or grab the crouch area. They always doing something inappropriate, and everybody in the family be trying to ignore it. Putting on the blinders. Remember about the blinders? Trying to ignore, acting like they don't see nothing. And it's been going on for years. So what I'm asking you is, look at these situations, right? After you finish judging them and the celebrities, then look at your own circle and get the pedophile in your circle out. Break the family curse. Be the first to stand up and be like, you know what? Uncle so-and-so is on some BS. I'm tired of him touching the nieces. I'm tired of him touching our kids. It's either check or wreck him. Check him into a hospital or check auntie into a hospital. Get them some help if you don't want to wreck them. Now, when I say wreck them, honey, what I mean is you might want to give them a nice ass whooping before you call 911. However you want to take care of it is up to you. But you're going to have to check or wreck the pedophile in your life because these are your kids. We don't know all of these people that they've done and dealt with, okay? We know what they've done is wrong. But what about us? What about what we've been allowing to get away? You have one family member. It's like that saying, you know, the one bad apple spoils the whole bunch. We let one create so many victims. And that's not cool at all. You know who it is. It could be your uncle. It could be your aunt. Hell, it could be your father, it could be your mama, it could be your brother, it could be your sister, it could be your lover. You know deep down, you know who is being inappropriate with your kids. So deal with that. Stop letting them off the hook. And the reason why this was on my top 5 list as number 4 was because I was looking at so many different social media posts. And everybody was so concerned about the celebrities and the fashion designer. And I felt like nobody was really looking at the real big pictures, which is the kids. The big picture is the kids. We are allowing too many people to create victims. You're traumatizing these kids, and then they go on and they do bad things because nobody's protected them when they were a kid. I don't have any kids, but as an auntie, I can see the parents' blind spot. So let me give you one blind spot that you may not be aware of, or maybe you kind of just pushed it down to try to ignore. But I know parents, it's hard, and sometimes you need a break and you can't find a babysitter. And sometimes you gamble with that one family member that has a history of doing bullshit, of being very inappropriate. You know, they might kiss you wrong, like on the cheek too close to the lips. They might hug you and then try to squeeze your booty or try to make a joke. Ooh, look at your booty, it's getting big. Or, ooh, look at you, you got boobs now. And then they touching you inappropriately. You know who this person is. Leave it in the comment section if you're not too traumatized. You know what I'm talking about. We all have someone in our circle that we've seen doing inappropriate stuff, and it's time to check and wreck their asses and to protect our kids. Okay, so even in that blind spot, when you leave your kids because you really need to go out and have a break, and you say, well, just this one last time I'm going to leave them and maybe they won't do something to my kids. You're gambling. I just want you to know you're gambling with your child's life. I just want you to think about that, okay? I'm not going to stay on that too long in this, but I'm going to have more videos about that because, yeah. Oh, quickly, what I want to ask is the ballroom kids, because, you know, I used to be a fag hag, and House of Balenciaga, what y'all doing? Are y'all going to keep that name? To all the ballroom kids, are y'all chopping that name? House of Balenciaga. Are y'all going to get rid of that name? I really want to know. If you're a ballroom kid and if you're in the House of Balenciaga, I want to know if you're going to get rid of that name. Are y'all going to change that name? Because too many of the ballroom kids have suffered from some type of child abuse. Let's keep it all the way 100. Some of the ballroom kids have been raped and molested by their own people. If you don't know the story, having kids holding teddy bears with S&M blatantly in your face, and thank God they're canceling them. I don't buy that kind of stuff. I'm not that kind of fashionista, okay? So Balenciaga never got my money. But if you're in the ballroom scene, I want to know, are you going to change your name from House of Balenciaga to something that's worthy of you? So leave it in the comment section. If you're in the ballroom scene, let me know about the House of Balenciaga. What y'all doing? Because I really want to know what y'all doing about that name. All right, that was number 4. Let me get on to number 3. I'm trying to hurry, y'all, but it's been a lot of ish, and it's been 5 months, so I'm trying to get it out. I'm trying to get it out as quickly as I can. Okay, so number 3. Sound effects. Number three. Okay, so number 3 is Will Smith and the slap. But I've looped in and Heche. What I would say about Will and the slap, I'm going to keep it 100 as a black woman. For me, it was the wrong place and the wrong time, okay? In 2022, as a black woman, personally, I was really getting tired of the black man against the black woman narrative that they was putting out in mainstream media. You know, they was doing it on purpose. Trust and believe. I know for a fact that there are some beautiful black men who love and support and protect black women. The mainstream ain't gonna push that agenda because it doesn't make money. That's another story. That's another video coming down the pipes later. But going back to Will and the slap, for me, it was the wrong place and the wrong time. But I personally didn't think it was wrong. I loved the fact that Will Smith stood up for his wife. I love seeing a black man stand up and protect his black wife. It is what it is. Call me what you want. It is what it is. I'm going to just keep it 100. Now, what I think he should have done was, you know, maybe talk to Chris in the green room behind the scenes. Maybe slap him then. Because if you are black and you know what I'm about to say is real, Will wasn't really trying to hurt Chris. Because that slap, if you from the hood, everybody know that slap was not meant to cause bodily harm. Because Chris was able to, you know, still stand up and walk away. So at the end of the day, there was still love there. And we know this in our community. When you want to hurt somebody, baby, we know how to hurt, okay? So at the end of the day, that wasn't a real, that wasn't no hood slap, okay? It just wasn't. It was more of a, I need to do this and you need to respect my wife kind of slap. And that's just for us in the hood who really understand what a real pimp slap would have done, okay? Chris would have not been able to get up. So let's just keep it all the way real. Now, the reason why I'm lumping in and Heche and the takeaway for us in 2023 is to be careful about the media. Don't be so quick to just follow what the media feeds you, because a lot of times it's bullshit, okay? With Will Smith, for me, it was all about legacy. No matter all the good he's done, they wanted to use this slap during the Oscars. And we already know about the Oscars and what it means to us in the hood, in the community. We really don't give a damn, okay? Let's just keep it 100. But wrong time, wrong place. But look at the legacy and look at the outrage. At the end of the day, the takeaway is for you to take off the blinders again and to just see how they were so quick to be outraged and make it seem like Will took out a gun and tried to shoot Chris Rock. That's how they treated it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of what Heche did. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but y'all know who I'm talking about. And if you don't, let me brief you real quick. She had a problem with drugs, off and on, apparently. And she went on a binge or bender, whatever you want to call it. And she got drunk and she had some serious drugs. And I guess she was deciding to take her life. Apparently she's had bouts of, depression or whatever she was going through. So she decided that she wanted to get behind the wheel, drunk and high. And she sped down several streets. She had already had an accident. And then she got back in the car and she decided to go down another private street, zooming, I guess, to take her life. And she crashes into an innocent woman's house who was watching TV, sitting in her home with her pets. And Heche's car blew up. She destroyed this woman's home. Now, there was some outrage for some people because the woman, she came out when it first happened and she was talking about it. And a neighbor asked, Anne Heche after the accident, "Are you okay?" And then he saw the flames coming and he decided to help his neighbor to get out of the house safely with her dogs, okay? He decided to help her first. And Heche, the car blew up. She wound up in the hospital, and there was some outrage saying that they hope she makes it so that she can face the charges of what she did, because what she did was really reckless, okay? It's one thing to have a problem, but it's another thing to get behind the wheel and to turn it into a weapon. Now, she could have killed this woman. She could have blown up the whole house. Thank God she didn't. But getting back to my point, legacy. All the press and the media was feeding her accolades, what she's done, all of her career moments, and how much she gave back, and how much of a great mother she was, and she probably was. But they treated her very different than they treated Will Smith, who only slapped the person, instead of somebody else who got behind the wheel, drunk and on drugs, and used their vehicle as a weapon. Okay? You hear what I'm saying? And then when she passed away, everything was all about, oh, she was great this, she was a great actress, she won this many awards, she's given this much money, her kids this, her kids that, which I understand. They want to protect her legacy. I get it. But we didn't hear nothing else from the woman. I think they gave her some hush money to keep her quiet. But this woman cannot get her memories back. She can't, whatever was destroyed in her home is gone forever, okay? And she might be traumatized and her pets might be traumatized. And guess what? They call this an accident. Yes, the law and everybody that's a part of this whole thing, the investigation, because she passed away, it's an accident. Then let me tell you what they tried to do. Her beautician was a black man. Some people tried to blame him, saying that he's the reason she took the drugs because he gave it to her. Baby, when I tell you, and they had this black man crying, talking about he ain't had nothing to do with none of that. So again, with Will Smith, the outrage and how they made him a criminal. But here's someone, Anne Heche, who was really criminal in the act that she did. They protected her legacy, the media at the end of the day, saying that it was an accident. So the takeaway in 2023 with the media, baby, do your own research and don't just eat whatever they try to feed you. And that takes me to number 2.
The most interesting thing to come out of this, in my mind, was something Kanye said on his tour that he was doing after he said that, and then he got interviewed by 5 different people because the media model is arson and conflict. He said something fascinating in my mind. He said, "Hurt people hurt people." And if the point of all this is then to heal people, the only way to heal a wound is to open it up and cleanse it. And that stings. That hurts. But you have to expose it to air. And I'm afraid that the general tenor of conversation in this country is cover it up, bury it, put it to the outskirts, and don't deal with it.
Number 2 issue in 2022, Kanye West. Okay, we're going to put him on number 2 because it kind of falls in the same thing. Love him or hate him, it does not matter. That is not the point here. The point is, I saw the 3-hour interview. I saw the tweet. And we're just going to keep it 100. He did not kill anyone. He did not get behind a wheel, drunk and high, and sped down the street and endanger another person's life. He did not do any of that, but he was treated as if he did worse. Again, the media. What he said was true, and we're seeing it.
Hopefully this is my last statement on Kanye and anti-Semitism, but I feel like it won't be. But this is what I wrote. Jews are 2.4% of the population, but 35% of the Forbes 400. African Americans are 13.6% of the population, but only 0.5% of the Forbes 400. Instead of listening to the wealthiest and most outspoken black man in the media about the issues he has with potentially racist and stultifying Jews in the industry, which is what going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people translates to in Ebonics, he is completely excoriated. 92% of U.S. Jews identify as white. Israel is known to suffer from intense racial discrimination against its Arab, Mizrahi, and Ethiopian communities. To destroy the life of a black man who says he's going to speak up about the oppression African Americans face from white capitalist owners is insanely racist and problematic. I wish Abraham Joshua Heschel was alive today to deal with this. What I think he would do is meet with Kanye and allow him to air his grievances and acknowledge the problematic power imbalance between Jews and African Americans in media and American society. He would encourage Jews and their allies to take what Kanye says to heart and to see this as a renewed call to anti-racism in all of our society, to support African Americans in their quest to have a seat at the table, and for Jewish people to help African Americans get there. Remember, Jewish Americans have an average net worth of $150,890, and African Americans have an average net worth of $24,000. Beating on Kanye for talking about that only reveals your racism. Have a nice day.
So the takeaway is this. It's up to you. But this is what I'm going to do. I don't need no more Adidas. I don't need no more Gap. I don't need anything from any of the companies that dropped Kanye, because at the end of the day, what they have said and what they have said in our faces time and time again is that we are not important as others. Because things have been said about us, but no repercussions have been the same as with this other community. And you can't get mad at the other community. They're doing what they're supposed to do. And I wish we, as our own community, would be just as fierce as that community. So I understood when Kanye said he was jealous. I understand. Because they're not playing. We play too much. And we play against each other. They don't. So you really can't even get mad at that community. But what I do say and ask is to take away how they just try to play us. It's one thing to be played, but I'm not going to play myself, okay? And I'm not going to go somewhere where I'm not welcome. So if my money's not good enough for you and it's easy for you to drop Kanye, then what you going to do to me? I don't need no more Adidas. I don't need no more Nikes. I don't need no more any of the companies. And there's a list. And I'm going to check that list, okay? And I might share that list with you. And it's up to you. You grown. You can do whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, why spend your money with people who don't even want you? Who don't even want to respect you? Why would you do that? Why would you play yourself when they're blatantly telling you who's important and who's not? And let me just get it down to the basics for the ones that really just want to hate on Kanye. This is for those haters. Let me just give it to you simple as this. Say you and your homie decide to get together. You got the ideas and your homie got the money. You bring a great idea to your homie. You and your homie start making mad money. But then your homie decides to get greedy and say, you know what? I'm going to take his idea and I'm gonna switch it up a little bit and I'm gonna start selling it on the side as something else. Now that's greed to the ultimate level. Now, let's get down to the hood with that. What would you do if you got with somebody and you gave them an idea and y'all start making money together and then they decide to take your idea and make a cheaper version and try to sell it behind your back while y'all making money? Now you tell me you just gonna sit back and let that happen? I really want you to leave that in the comment. I don't care how much you hate Kanye. Put it in your own shoes. How much would you let somebody play you before you finally stand up? It is what it is. You got to stand up for yourself. And in 2023, I hope that you do that. And so for me, anybody who dropped Kanye, I'm dropping them. Leave your perspective in the comment because I really want to know what you think about that. Okay, that was number 2. Let me get to number 1.
There's 2 courts. There's a court of law, but there's a court of public opinion. In the court of public opinion, why would you do things that would further slow me down from getting money and doing things without even knowing a truth to anything, without even a lick of evidence, without anything?
My number 1 issue in 2022 was Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. This was a mess. I'm going to say this, and this is going to be another video coming down the pipe. As I told you, I'm rejuvenated. Make sure you really understand who you call a friend. When you look at Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, you could just even look at this one picture. If this was a true friend, from professional to professional, he's a rapper, she's a rapper, but look at this picture. You know, this is giving me little dick energy. This is giving me low self-esteem. This is giving me a little bit of jealousy because why does he need to do this pose? What is he really saying in this? That's not a friend. And it looks like Megan is very uncomfortable here and she's just trying to be cool. And ladies and gents, let's stop trying to be so cool with people to the point we allow them to disrespect us. That's not cool and it's very disrespectful. And there's nothing wrong with standing up. They try to make you, oh, you corny or you not cool when you try to stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself, okay? Going back to Tory Lanez, if you listen to his confession, there was not even a real full sentence.
I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but bruh, I just want you to know, bruh, I was just so drunk, I didn't even know what the was going on, bro. I didn't even know what was going on, bro, like that. I'd never do something like that, bro. Just that, just so drunk, I just didn't even understand what the going on, bro. Like, whatever, bro. But, you know, regardless, that's not gonna make anything right, and that's not gonna make my actions right, bro. But I'm just deeply sorry, bro. I never even moved like that, bro. Like, never moved like that at all, bro. Like, for real, dog.
Bruh this, bruh that. And he was talking to a female. And that's gonna be another video. Cause ladies, what's really right with just having somebody talk to you and identify you in any kind of way? Bruh. Okay, just taking away your femininity. Bruh. We're gonna talk about that in another video. But even in his apology, it was bruh this, and you know, I couldn't handle my drink, and I was so drunk, and I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I'm sorry. And the way he was talking wasn't even articulate, and maybe he wasn't trying to do a complete sentence because basically he was confessing. So maybe that's why he was doing it. But when you really take the time to listen to what he's saying, there's some real low intelligence going on there.
When I got to the house, sure, he's like, off top, he gave me like 5 shots, like off the door, like feel me? So I was out of there, like, wasn't even there with, like, you feel me? We was taking shots past that time. I wasn't even there with, like, bro, I don't even remember what we was even arguing about, bro. Like, you feel me? Like,
my takeaway from number one is stop trying to call everybody your friend. Some people are associates. Learn how to put people in categories. There are some people that are your associates. You see them when you see them. They don't come over to your house. They don't know all of your business. Your friends, your true friends, should be a small group of people that you really trust. She had too many. So to me, they were associates, and she treated them too kindly, and she treated them too much like real friends. Don't make that same mistake. Everyone is not your friend. Some people just want to use you and abuse you because that's what they do. And when you see red flags, stop ignoring it. Okay, so that's my wrap up. I know this was long, but this is my first time back. Like I said, I'm rejuvenated, and I really wanted to get this out because it was just so much ish going on in 2022. I think what I will do is break this video up so that you can get number 5, number 4, number 3, number 2 a la carte. If you don't want to stick around for the whole thing, maybe you could just grab it in pieces. I will start doing that for you. And yeah, I was very inspired by Wendy Williams with the chair and the table, and my sidekick, the blinders. So we're gonna see more of that. But I'm back, I'm excited, and I hope you stick with me. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell because I'm gonna be making more videos. I'm also gonna do some live stream. Yes, Miss Honey, Miss Honey, Miss Honey. I'm going to be trying to do this thing in 2023. So hopefully you will stick with me. And Happy New Year's. And I'm back. Thank you. A love shout out to all of my subscribers. Please know that I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Thank you.